or this video is going to be one I've been trying to make for a little bit, but I was waiting for things to come in the mail. This is a VCLT slash birthday video for my record. Received a message from a member asking, hey, what Chet Atkins stuff do you have? After I had posted sort of a picture of a list that I keep on my phone of things to remember. Otherwise, I kind of seem to end up being like a dog in a beef jerky factory, just going nuts, for completely forgetting. And about halfway out of the way, I'm like, oh man, I forgot to look for that record and that record and that record. And I got a package shortly before my birthday from Steve Dar. And there were 3 records on it, and honestly, all 3 records absolutely blew me away of what they were. One is Picking My Way, Chet Atkins. It's sealed. I don't know how he found it. Thanks, Steve. I did not have this one, and now I do. I haven't opened it yet. I've been a little bit too much of a girl to do it. But it is going to happen, and probably today, especially after I just blabbed about it. In that post, I also mentioned I'm a big Buck Owens fan, and he found Tiger by the Tail, not sealed. Who cares? It's original, and sounds great. A lot of really good stuff on this one. I got Tiger by the Tail, Let the Sad Times Roll, Wham Bam, Crying Time, which is probably one of my favorite Buck Owens songs. And then the one that just absolutely knocked my shoes into oblivion is he found a copy of this, 1984. And I think, well, that's kind of silly to put on, a list and have it sort of as a grail or something like that. But for whatever reason, I went to shop after shop and I couldn't find it. Now the thing that's crazy about this is, and I don't know how I found this, copy 1984 from 1984, sealed. So Steve, I don't know what you're doing to find these sealed records. Thanks for taking the price tag off. Honestly, I don't want to know what you paid for it. You probably a song and a dance. But thank you very much. That kind of sparked my that level of generosity is what really sparked me into sending out my VCLT and being much more on the alert for stuff for VCLT. Alright, now let's get to all the stuff I got for my birthday. And these are a mix of records I actually specifically asked for my birthday, and also a trip we took on the 11th of March. My brother said, I don't know what to get you, how about I'll give you $40 and take you to a record store and you can pick out whatever you want. And I thought this was a great idea. And it might be something that you talk to your family and friends about, especially if you're trying to get into records. We had a ball looking at 45s. I got a whole stack of, but honestly, they're mixed in with my other 45s. I don't remember exactly what else in there, but it's a mixture of everything from Queen to Aretha Franklin to a bunch of 80s schlock, which I just love. It's fun for me to kind of relive my much younger days of silly 80s pop music. Okay, now we're going to get to the records I got. This was actually in a free box outside of the store. Spanky and Our Gang's Greatest Hits. My dad had this record. I always really enjoyed it. Steve Goodman, Somebody Else's Trouble. This is on Buddha. It's kind of cool because it's got the original lyric sheet, inner sleeve, and postcard to send away for the poster. Sleeve's pretty roach, so I paid $1 for it. Put it on the sleeve. The In Crowd by Ramsey Lewis. This is probably the first live record I heard when I started listening to records again, and man, does it sound good. You usually find them for under $2 or $3. You should check it out. They do a version of Tennessee Waltz on here. That's actually really cool and really unexpected for a jazz trio. This actually came from a Dollar Country section. George Jones, The Race Is On. Big fan of the Possum. This was a gift from a gift from my brother C.W. McCall. He's got some silly songs, but I like a lot of his stuff. I have a greatest hits, but now I have that too. Blue Oyster Cult Spectres. This is one of my personal grails. Probably not a grail by any stretch of the imagination, but yet again, like 1984, something I could not find in my shop. This is Owen Brothers live at the Fillmore East. Pink Capricorn label, $5. Everything about it was in really good condition. He listed it as a rough cover, but I was like, good grief, who's coming in here to grade covers? Because I thought the cover was in really good condition. More records I picked out for myself out of the dollar bin with my $40. Greatest hits of the association. I got this because of so many people had posted their association records. I was like, well, you know what, I should give this a chat. Check this out. And this one's actually really good. I actually enjoyed it quite a bit. I'll probably find some more of this stuff. I picked this out for myself with my $40. Chester and Lester. One I didn't have. It's great. Love the talking in between tracks. $5. Joe Walsh and Barnstorm. I found this for $1. It's a little bit of beat up on the cover, but plays really good. The Beach Boys, Surfer Girl, that was another $1 record. It was a pretty nasty gouge on one side. It was actually not nearly as gross as it looked. This was another one I got from the same brother who got me C.W. McCall's Jeff Beck, Blow by Blow. I'm a really big fan of the early Jeff Beck stuff. Yeah, there's a lot. Black Keys, El Camino. I love this album. I love the Black Keys. This is one that I got from one of my other brothers. I got 3 of them. And I love the Black Keys. I love how they support their fans. For you got not only the record, but also a CD with it, which I thought was pretty cool. This was also in the free box. I didn't know anything about it, but I figured that I'd grab it for free. It's Jerry Butler. Should have looked at what this is from. It is actually on Motown, kind of Barry White-ish. Cleaned it up. Good player. Kind of enjoyable, just chill music. This was a $1 record from my gallivanting around. Chopin waltzes. I like Chopin waltzes. There's another one that I got from the same guy who got me the C.W. McCall, Bill Cosby, To Russell, my brother, with whom I slept. My dad made me tapes of this, and I wore it out. This record is hilarious, and I've laughed and laughed many, many times at that record. This was from a $1 record. Dwayne Eddy, twang and country guitar. I really like Dwayne Eddy. The Best of Free, which actually, you'd seen some interviews with Joe Bonamassa, and he talked about how much of an influence Paul Kossoff was, the guitar player, in this. And I see a lot of similarities in their guitar playing. Really good record. And I also did not realize that was the first, to my knowledge, first real professional band Paul Rogers was in. Excuse me. Jane and Dean, Greatest Hits Volume 2. That was out of the $1 record. That one's a little bit more beat up, but it's a player. I'll probably get maybe a better copy of it at some point. Hits by George Jones. This is, I think, from '67. Love the '60s graphics, kind of laughing. That was from my trip. That's 5. I'll take that. Also has a version of White Lightning I've never heard before. I thought I'd heard them all. Sports, Huey Lewis. I don't know if you like any '80s music, you should probably have this record. I think that one cost me $1. Mamas and the Papas out. That's another $1 record. My dad actually has one of the early copies where you actually see the toilet and not that. And more, when I see a record, I want to see the toilet. There's another $1 record, John Mayall, Jazz Blues Fusion. This one was $1, and it was really good. It really surprised me. I knew John Mayall of the Blues Breaker. Didn't really know that record. Took it back, cleaned it up. Thought it sounded really great. Actually, on a trip going to visit another member who worked at a shop in Normal, Illinois. Actually picked that record out. Asked him if he had it. Well, actually kind of stole it out of one of my brother's hands. I feel bad about that. Sorry, guys. And I asked him, hey, Michael, do you have this record? And he said, no. I was like, well, for $1 you should buy it. And he's like, yeah, okay. This is like one of my favorite albums of all time, John Mayer Continuum. For anybody who thinks he's a little too pop or something else, there's a lot more going on his records. This is a double LP, both 180 disc, or 180 gram discs. It's just fantastic. It's produced really, really well. Sounds really, really good. Much more kind of toward the soulful, bluesy side of John Mayer than the I Want to Hold Your Hand pop side of it. That was a record specifically picked out for me by my mother. Thanks, Mom. Elvis, Golden Records. This is a really good one. Got all kinds of stuff. Hound Dog, Heartbreak Hotel, Jailhouse Rock, Love Me Tender. I think that one was $3. I bought that with my $40. Went nuts. Our Old Mansion, Buck Owens. I'm pretty sure this is from '78. This one's pretty good. I like that. That kind of classic Bakersfield sound. Ain't It Amazing Gracie, Buck Owens. I was like, this is a great one because it's got Streets of Bakersfield on it. And Ain't It Amazing Gracie. And I don't know if you can tell the perforations on the back, but you can actually, here, I'll just take it out and show it to you. It's kind of cool. For those of not people who don't really care, you can actually take this out and make Buck Owens stand up, but I just kind of, I think it's cool to look at every time, and I feel like if I take it out of there, I'm going to lose it. I'll never see it again. Or somebody will come and raid it from my house. I don't know why. I get, hey, there's collectors for everything. Cardboard cutouts of Buck Owens. Go nuts. Bridge Over Troubled Water, Buck Owens, another $1 record. This actually got a bunch of Simon & Garfunkel cars on it. Really kind of cool. Buck Owens, Buckham, another $1 record from my trip. Probably the most interesting version of Lady Madonna you'll ever hear. This is another one I bought because of you, which is Robin Trower, Bridge of Sighs. I didn't really know Robin Trower. I'd seen a bunch of posts in it about him. I was like, yeah, I'm going to check this thing out. Really liked it a lot, actually. Same brother that got me the C.W. McCall. I'm a big Ventures fan. It's like probably one of my first influences on playing guitar. Everybody needs a Ventures Christmas record. Then I got, he also got me Van Halen 2, which is good because Dance the Night Away is one of my all-time favorites. And then he also got me this, Ventures in Space. It's a reissue, and now you're thinking, well, why would you buy a reissue of the Ventures? You know, you can find them for $1, blah, 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 blah. Because it's clear. How cool is that? It sounds great. It's 180 gram clear Ventures record. Everybody needs one. I need 5. Alright? Really enjoyed this record. When I saw this little sticker here that says, hey, colored vinyl, I'm thinking blue or red, maybe yellow. Took it out and it was clear. I was like, oh, this is the coolest thing ever. And then one of my just probably favorite records, hands down, is this record. Which is Dwight Sings Buck. That's Dwight Yoakam covering some of Buck Owens' big hits. It's a 180 gram record. Just sounds phenomenal. Really enjoyed that too. So there's my stack of hopefully not too ill-gotten loot. I don't know if anybody else begged for records for their birthday like I did, but this was sort of the first one. And kind of funny because I got records instead of guitar stuff, which is what I normally get. I was really happy with it. That's all the loot I've got. Thanks, family. Thanks again, Steve. You're amazing. I'm working on a project for you. By the way, I was going to keep that quiet, but the hell with it. It's already on there now. So hopefully in a couple of weeks, you'll be getting something very interesting in the mailboxes. You said your tastes are a little bit esoteric. I know the word. I don't know exactly what that means musically. To me, as far as I know, that's I don't know, Stan gets on 78. I guess that'd be, or set to 78, that'd be pretty esoteric. Anyway, that's my haul. I've got a couple more videos coming. Everything I got from Reverberation Bloomington Normal seems to be my honey hole. And that's my loot. See you later, guys.